Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found me. But make sure that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, give StreamYard permission so that I know who I'm talking to. So this is part of my weekly series that I do on card sketches. Now, I know a lot of people have asked me how I do card sketches, and I will explain how those actually come to life for me. Also be aware that this is part of a live presentation. So if you're watching it on replay and I am saying hello to different people like that, just beware that that's all part of the live process. If you don't like it, just scoot on forward and we'll go from there. But just remember, they may ask some questions that you may have yourself. In any event, good morning. It's Saturday morning and it's card sketch number 168. Good morning, Sandra. I know you're out at the shoe swap. And hello, Barb and Laura and Pam. Wow, awesome. So card sketch number 168. I know a lot of people have asked me, how do I come up with my card sketches? And I always go and say, I create the card first, but I don't create it. What I do is I just I take a bunch of different things, and a lot of times it might be scraps that are on my table. And that happens to be kind of how this card today came about. And then what I do is I kind of lay things out, because I don't do any of my cards ahead of time. I kind of just sort of figure out how they're going to be. Then I am not very good with my computer. So what I do is I go and I just take my cardstock, and I have a bin that I have a bunch of my old, like all these different ones like that. And then I cut to the shape or to the size of what my card is. So that's how I come about with card sketches. Some look an awful lot similar. I do go back and check. So it's just a matter of, that's how I do my card sketches. And you'll see kind of with this one, how this one kind of developed. In any event, don't forget, and I said I was going to announce the winners today. I'll go in after. I do have a video that I have to do afterwards, but I'll go and I'll pull the names for the challenges. Remember to enter your name into a challenge. That way you get drawn. If you live in Canada, you could earn or win a stamp set or some product. And if you live outside of Canada, I can't give you any product, but I can definitely give you a tutorial. Hello, Maribel, and hello, Lila. All right. So card sketch number 168. We are actually going to use these stylish shapes. These aren't stylish shapes. These are in the wrong package. That's no problem. These are nested. Oh, I should take that out of there because you'll get confused. These are the nested essential shapes, and there's 16 of them, I believe, and they come in these awesome rectangular. This is whatever it is, and then these chevron styles there. We're going to use these ones. I really like those ones. They're a lot of fun to play with, and they're one of those ones that you kind of need to have, right? Hello, Wendy. All right. So I'm coming in with a stamp set I haven't used in a while. I've used a few things from it. I actually was doing my truck class on this week, and I remembered about these little tiny sayings, and I thought that would work out really good for this part here on my card. So when I went in, and this is going to be a bright card, I'm using Poppy Parade, which happens to be 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. When I do the regular card base, I say the finished card size. So I usually always try to keep it. There are times that I have done slimline cards, but I prefer with my card sketches just to keep it at a regular card base. And then I do have a layer, and I was originally thinking, oh, maybe I should try to emboss this layer, and I never got around to it. So we're going to have just a plain one. But this is a layer that's 3 3/4 by 5. Now for this particular card, I happen to have two like that because I have one for the inside. Yes, I don't think Oh, yeah, I know. Anyways, this is going to just go on here, but I'm going to leave this off. I usually try to leave this off just in case I want to decide, or I decide that I want to add ribbon to it or anything else. And look at the colors that I picked. I have picked Poppy Parade, Daffodil Delight, and of course I have a basic white here as well. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's pretty bright. It's brighter than what I normally do. But do we have any color ribbon that might go with this? And this one might go with it if you wanted to. It's that ribbon that is from the online exclusives. And it says that it's real red and gold. But to me, that looks pretty. Well, I guess it is real red. But I could use that on there and get away with it. That's for sure. So I don't know if I want it on there. I'll decide that afterwards. All right. So what I want to do is I'm wanting to use this stamp set, the Sending Smiles stamp set. I want to use that. And then I'm also going to use some, and I knew I had, yeah, I've got them right here. I've got some other ones here because we're going to need to do some die cutting with this as well. All right. So this is going, this, all right. So I'm actually, and this is photopolymer, so let's make sure that we bring out our paper piercing mat. And I am just going to come in here, and you know what? This is going to overlap, so we kind of want to protect that part there. So let me just go in here with a piece of paper, and I have this one here, and the color, the green that I thought I'd use with this is Granny Apple Green, and I think it should work with this one. Let's see. Yep, no, that's good color. So I'm just going to ink that up, and I want to have this in such a way that I can put those extra flowers on there. And yeah, they are going to kind of go off of the flower. And then I have the extra paper here, and I'm going to come in with my Poppy Parade. And let's stamp some of these flowers. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use. And this will tone down a bit as well. Finding with the new inks that they come quite dark to begin with, because this happens to be just a brand new pad because I contaminated it. And let's see, I think I could put the Daffodil Delight on the insides. And like I say, I'm not sure which ones we're actually going to use, but I will. See, this is this one. So this can go right there. And then I really like this other one that's here that can go in that half one. Good morning, Jan. Great to see you as well. There we go. You know what? I think that should have gone this way. Ugh. Let me do that half one again. I had it upside down. Come back in with this, and let's just put this up there like that. There, that's better. Okay, so we have, oh, look at that. Oh, darn it. Well, let's go ahead and restamp that. Red gets everywhere, doesn't it? So we're just going to put that again like that. And I'm going to close up that red. We're going to use it afterwards but I'll keep it closed up for now. And then let's just come in and let's just die cut some of these out. Now I have my little cut and emboss. Let's put those off to the side. Boy, I really mucked that up, but I'm not using that one anyways, so we're good with that. So I'll come in with that. Now remember, I always use my number 3 plate. The number 1 is just too thick. And I was looking for my, and I'm sure it's here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down. You know what? I'm going to do this first and then bring that back up. So I'm coming in with my dies. These have some amazing dies. It's just these flower ones that we're going to be using. I thought of even using the dies for the sentiments, and then I thought, no, we can just do it pretty straight. So I have my tear and tape. My Post-it note tape, and we're just going to put this on here. And I'm going to just tack this down so that I can run it through. So I'm pretty excited about getting the new mini catalog. We had a bit of a mix-up. So some of the Canadians, actually, if they expedited their order, ended up that it never got picked up by FedEx on the first day of ordering. So consequently, it's put all our ordering behind, which is kind of sad. But we'll be good to go. Oh, you know what? I want to put that little tiny one in here as well. These are those stamps that you can lose so easily. You want to make sure go back in your kit. Hello, Cynthia. You're on your lunch break. Well, I'm glad I could join you for lunch. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put that right back into that case right away. Both of those real small ones, because I know my luck. All right. And we have this one to go on there. Now this one goes with the other flower that I never even made. And I think what I'll do for the inside is put that on there, but I won't do them with dies on the inside. So, but I'm pretty excited to see it. So now, because we have our holiday here in Canada on Monday, we're not going to get it until Tuesday. Oh, well, that just means I've got more work to catch up on. So let's just run those through. Remember, I said the die plate number 3, it just tends to run through easier on this mini cut and emboss. And also it's kind of nice that I can use the mini and not show off too much of the other, the big one. All right, so these are just ready to come off. You know, and I can work that later. Just put those down there, and because it's got that Post-it note tape, I won't lose track of them. So there we go. All right, so let's bring that card back in. Okay. See, I got red even on that one. Isn't that awful? All right, so this is going to layer on here like so. These are working for like those rectangles there. So I'm just actually going to come in, and I think I'll just use my seal this time. I haven't used my seal in ages, it seems. And I'm kind of putting it over a little bit on here. And then this part here is going to go over here as well. There we go. And then on the front of the card, it's going to go over towards this side. And that's what I said. If I want, before I go put this on, I could put this ribbon underneath. You know, there's no green. There is a yellow that I could switch up. I could actually do this. This is Lemon Lolly, but I could come in and, do I want to? I'm putting my sentiment down here. You know what? I'm going to try to do this without the ribbon. How's that? I'm going to see how that goes. Just looking for my sentiments. All right. All right. So then this is just going to go over here. And then this circle here is, I just used the second smallest stylish shape. And then I've got these strips that I can go ahead and put my words on. Let's see. Yeah, so excited about the new product. You're right, Sandra. I love Christmas anyways, so that's something that gives me great pleasure. Now, I thought this is that kind of a card that you want to go, a card to say hello. So I do have that. And I'm actually going to do that in Poppy Parade. Oh, I have to open up that Poppy Parade again. Well, we'll do it, and then I'll put it away right away. Let's see how that's going to go on there. But I think that would be a nice, cheery card to say hello. Let's close that up right away. And that's going to go on there. Okay. All right. So now what we can do is bring in our dimensionals. I've got some minis and I've got some of these strips. I've actually got some bigger ones too. Let's play with those. One here. Honestly, some days that nothing works, right? I was a little panicked this morning actually when I tried to set up my phone. What happened was I couldn't change the orientation, and I went, how do I do this? So I went and I Googled it, and thank heavens, right? All right, so let's see how this is going to go. Let's put that one right up there. This one can go right there. I'm going to put this one right there as well. This is such a fun set. It really, really is. Okay, like I say, I'm not going to put any ribbon on there. Let's put this on. Just going to go on here. Well, I'm just going to not have it as far over as what I was thinking I was going to do. Let's come with this, a card to say hello. Who's going to get that card? So I'm actually going to come and I'm going to put dimensional on this side. And then, let's see. I'm going to put it on the left-hand side here and glue it onto that part there. Oops. Just like so. And then that's going to go just across there. And you know what? I can put that whole thing on with dimensionals. So I have this strip. Let's go ahead and just cut part of that strip off. Use all your dimensionals, right? The backing of the dimensionals are like the confetti of crafters, right? Okay, so let's just go there. And then this can go right onto here. Wow, bright card, right? Now what's wrong with that? Oh, that's okay. Good morning, Marie. I'm not sure why you're saying we're so lucky up here in Canada, Pam. Not too sure if you were talking about the shipping, because that I am just totally at the point where I'm like, are you serious? Like, okay, so that's just going to go there. Now let's take our piece that we have for the inside, and let's go and bring in our paper piercing mat again. Let's come back in with, you know what, I could probably, you know what, I like this 3 thing die. So that's the Granny Apple Green. We're just going to put that down in the corner. Just like there. And then I'm going to come in with this flower. Oof. I cringe when I use that red, especially for the inside. Well, honestly, I've got to tell you, how did I come up with these colors? Well, you've got to kind of see how I create. I create with lots of creation all over the place. So when I'm going in and I'm I pick a certain color or something, it's probably because I've had that color sitting on my desk and it's sitting next to. So this Daffodil Delight was sitting next to, I got that up too high. But you know what? I'm going to come back in because I don't want to put too much more on there. Close this red up, put it out of the way. And I'm actually going to come in again with this. See, look at my hands. That's the reason. And I'm just going to actually get some more. No, that would have been better with the small. You know what? I'm going to switch those leaves off. And I'm going to come in with these leaves. And we're just going to fill that up just a bit more. There we go. Just like that. So a card to say hello. This is for the inside. And then I have to figure out the embellishments. Any ideas? Oh, for all the great shipping. So yes, yes. Being facetious. Okay, I get that. Yes. Oh, Jan cracks me up. And of course, you would be stamping this beautiful flower on the envelope. Honestly, my cards don't even hardly ever get to envelopes. I usually just give them away. But there we go. Now, we have to have some embellishments. And I do not know which ones to use. Oh my goodness. I'm going to come in, grab some of these. And it's really too bad that we don't have some yellow or poppy parade embellishments. Oh, but we do have some lemon lime twist. No, that won't work. You know what? I'm going to have to use these gold. The gold is going to have to work because honestly, that has poppy parade. No, that won't work either. And this is lemon lolly, so that won't work. So we are going to end up with the gold on there. And that's not a bad choice. So let's just there. That actually works out quite well. And one right there. All right. Just because we have to have that. Now, another thing that I probably could have done was if there was any cards that had kind of any speckles, because originally, remember what I said I was going to do on here was I was going to use my embossing folder on there, and that would have worked as well for this type. And it's a fairly plain card, but honestly, I think if I received that, I think I'd be happy with that. At least, it's just saying that I said to say hello to, right? In any event. Oh, thank you. Yes, we do, Jan. We need Daffodil Delight embellishments. Yes, for sure. Put it in the suggestion box. That's for sure. I think we need, I think we need embellishments of every color, personally. But that's just me. All right. So what is happening? We are today. I have a sip and stamp. This card sketch will be posted at 10:45. So in approximately 15 minutes. We will, let's see what else is happening. And then on Monday, I'm back with my, my fancy folder, my 3D project. I am doing a lot of recording this weekend. I've got some video hops to go in, something I've never done before. And, but that's interesting too. So I'm hoping that that turns out okay. And, yeah, so remember to create because it's great for the soul. Give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it if you do share my video. And if you do live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, I would love to be your demonstrator. In any event, you guys have a great day. Bye for now.